Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the 2017 Farmers Branch Veterans Day celebration. With the most sincere of thanks, we're delighted that you are joining us today. Would you now please join me in welcoming to the stage Senior Advisory Board Chair, Mr. Matt Rice.
Good morning, and welcome to the 18th Annual Farmers Branch Veterans Day celebration here at our beautiful Farmers Branch Senior Center. We are here today for one reason: to honor the men and women who have worn and those who continue to wear the uniforms of our United States military. You have sacrificed yourselves to ensure our way of life is safeguarded each and every day. You are our real American heroes, and we honor you. It is because of you, the brave, that we can call our nation the land of the free. I hope you all enjoyed today's celebration, and on behalf of the Senior Advisory Board, we welcome you. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt. We do have a remarkable program for you today with words of wisdom and songs of celebration. Now, I would like to call the city's chaplain, Brother Eddie Catchersid, for this morning's invocation, to be followed by the posting of the colors by the R.L. Turner NJ ROTC. Brother Eddie.
Let's take just a moment. Most of us have received the red poppy this morning. The red poppy is internationally recognized as a symbol of remembrance and in commemorative of those soldiers who have died in war serving our country. It goes back to 1915, May of that year. Canadian physician and Lieutenant Colonel John McCrae, during World War I, wrote a poem entitled In Flanders Field. The Flanders Field was in Belgium, and there many of our beloved soldiers were buried. The words of the poem: in Flanders Field the poppies blow, beneath the crosses row on row that mark our place. And in the sky the larks still bravely singing fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. And so the poem continues. One of our citizens here in Farmers Branch, Ann Steele, was recently visiting the President Harry S. Truman Library and Museum in Independence, Missouri. She bought me this tie. It is the poppy tie. It is a symbolic of the poppy that you're wearing. And I want to thank her. Her husband served in the United States Air Force as a pilot during the Belgium airlift, rather in the Berlin airlift in 1948 and 49. Raise your hand, Ann. I can't find you. I know you're here somewhere. There she is. This is Ann. Thank you, Ann. And thank you for your husband's service. Now let us bow for prayer. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, we invite your presence to this Veterans Day celebration of remembrance. We thank you, and we ask a blessing on all of our military veterans, those who are currently serving and those who have served, and especially for the families of those whose blessed military servicemen paid the ultimate price. We thank you for their service and their dedication. As we honor and support them today, we also are thankful, Father, that we live in such a fine city like Farmers Branch. We thank you for our mayor and council and all the city staff who make this Veterans Day celebration possible. And we also thank you for the supporting organizations, for our schools, and for the dedicated citizens who make this day very special. Now, Father, grant us your loving favor. Be with us as we pray in the name of our Lord. Amen. Now, would you please stand for the posting of the colors by the R.L. Turner Naval Junior ROTC.
Honor guard, post the colors. And now please remain standing and join Mr. Chris Goodspeed, Farmers Branch Rotary Club President, and Farmers Branch Elementary third grade students Layla Coronado and Leslie Valadez as they recite our Pledge of Allegiance.
It's truly an honor to be with you today as we show gratitude to and celebrate our veterans. Just a couple of notes about the Farmers Branch Rotary Club real quick. We are a group of women and men who try to exemplify the motto of service above self. You will see our members serving the community in a variety of ways, such as delivering meals for the MetroCrest services and their Meals on Wheels program. You'll also see us raising money for local charities, including the Farmers Branch Youth Sports programs. And today, for the 11th year in a row, our Rotary Club members are cooking and preparing lunch for this very special event. We appreciate the opportunity to be with you today. Now, if you'll join Layla and Leslie and myself in reciting the pledge to this great country we're blessed to live in. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now please remain standing and welcome our musical guests, the Victory Bells, as they lead us in our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Please be seated. Tradition holds that World War I ended on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. And so, on this Veterans Day of observance, we pause for a moment of silence and render taps in salute to veterans everywhere. And now, would you please join me in welcoming to the stage the mayor of the city of Farmers Branch, the Honorable Robert Dye.
Today, the Farmers Branch Veterans Day celebration comes of age with our 18th annual observance. Although there have been hundreds of people involved over the years in making this event the success that it is, the founding of the Farmers Branch Veterans Day celebration can be traced to a single source: United States Marine Corps veteran and former Farmers Branch City Councilman Charlie Byrd. In 1999, Charlie presided over the first celebration when the Farmers Branch Veterans Walk of Honor was dedicated outside of City Hall. The following year, along with the Arts Foundation of Farmers Branch, Charlie helped to unveil the iconic bronze sculpture entitled Poppies, depicting a World War II veteran seated on a granite bench in a moment of quiet reflection. The Veterans Day celebration moved here to the beautiful Farmers Branch Senior Center after rain fell on the 2001 observance. By the way, it hasn't rained on Veterans Day since, and if you've been outside, it doesn't look like it's gonna happen today either. But each year, this celebration grows in stature and importance, and for a singular purpose: to celebrate, honor, and pay tribute to the sons and daughters of Farmers Branch, and from everywhere, who have worn the uniform of the United States military and have taken up the promise of defending our liberty. It's all because of one man had a dream. Each year, different components have been added to our community salute of veterans, from the archway at the Walk of Honor to the plaques at Liberty Plaza, marking U.S. involvement in the 20th century conflicts. Today, we add a new element to our Veterans Day salute. This may be given every year or simply as deemed appropriate, but from now on, the City of Farmers Branch plans to recognize those individuals who had rendered service to the city or the nation with what be most appropriately named the Charlie Byrd Spirit of Service Award. So, today, on this Veterans Day 2017, with the assistance of the Parks and Recreation Director Jeff Harding and Special Projects Manager Meredith Dowdy, it is our great honor to present the first Charlie Byrd Spirit of Service Award to the man himself, Mr. Charlie Byrd.
Well, this is certainly a surprise for me. If I'd known this, I would have brought my new cane instead of my old one. And I really love America. I really do. And I kind of resent some of the things that's going on, which I probably shouldn't do, but I am going to do it anyway. When you come into the country as an immigrant, we ask you to say a pledge to the United States. It starts off as, I pledge allegiance to the flag, and you know what the rest means. And you don't have to get down on your knees. You don't have to lay down. You don't have to do anything. But once you pledge, we expect you to, and I hope you do. And with this country, you won't find a better country anywhere. You won't find a country that has the plains and the stars and the sky and the hills and the mountains and our Farmer Branch. We do want Farmer Branch in there. But anyway, I've talked enough. Let's get on with the dancing. Thank you.
We are always pleased to have young people with us on this special day. Today, the third graders from Farmers Branch Elementary have created postcards for our veterans as a way to say thank you for your service. We would all like to take a few minutes to recognize all those who have served or are currently serving. Please stand as we call each branch of the military and let us honor you. Please remain standing to receive your postcard. We'll start with the Army. I guess once you get your postcard, you can be seated. Just a reminder, once you get your postcard, please be seated. We're good. Next is the Marines. Please stand. Air Force. Coast Guard. Huh? Navy.
Well, how many do you need?
No. And the Texas State Guard.
Apparently 16 is the word.
Yeah. All right. Just want to thank all of you for your services. It is no secret that the sacrifice made by our soldiers is shared also by their families. If you are a family member of a military veteran or current service member, would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you all.
Thank you, Mayor. And now, how about some patriotic entertainment? The National World War II Museum in New Orleans, designated by Congress as America's official museum of the Second World War, is home to a delightful vocal trio named the Victory Bells. These talented young ladies perform at the museum's own Stage Door Canteen and at special events around the globe. They are delighted to be here today to salute our veterans in song and dance. And now please welcome back to the Farmers Branch stage, Emily, Mandy, and Hannah, the Victory Bells.
But he was coming to trapped. He's in the army now, blowing reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle by Company B. And he's old view for his Uncle Sam. He really brought him down because he couldn't jam. The captain seemed to understand. Because the next to the gap went out and drafted a band. And now the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle by Company B. A root, a toot, a tootly attitude. He blows eight to the bar. The boogie rhythm, he can't blow a note unless bass guitars playing with him. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle by Company B. You want some boogie woogie bugle boy, Company B. How's everybody doing today? Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. No, no, no. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. Till I come marching home. Don't go walking down Lover's Lane with anyone else but me. Anyone else but overseas. The boy she met just loves to pet, and it fits Yoto a tea. So don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me till I come marching home. Of all the boys I've known, and I've known some, until I first met you I was lonesome. And when you came inside, dear, my heart grew light, and this old world seemed new to me. You're really swell, I have to admit you. The self-expressions that really fit you. So I've racked my brain, hoping to explain all the things that you do to me. Find me your Mr. Shane, please let me explain. Find me your Mr. Shane, means you're grand. Find me your Mr. Shane, I cannot explain. It means you're the fairest in the land. I could say Bella, Bella, even say wunderbar. Each language only helps me tell you how grand you are. I tried to explain, find me your Mr. Shane. So kiss me and say you understand. Many of our World War II veterans danced to this next song on a Saturday night. I'll be with you in apple blossom time. I'll be with you to change your name to mine. One day in May, I'll come and say, Ravina bride, the sun shines on today. What a wonderful wedding there will be. What a wonderful day for you and me. Church bells will chime. You will be mine in apple blossom time. For their music rich in optimism and their dedication to our men and women in uniform, we proudly salute Patty, Maxine, and Laverne, the Andrews sisters. Keep us the boys sleep boogie every night, and wakes them up the same way in the early bright. They clap their hands and stamp their feet, because they know he plays with some gives him a beat. He really breaks it up when he plays heavily. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy, Company B. Ba-ba, ba-tu-wa, ba-ba, ba-tu-wa, ba-ba, ba-tu-wa, ba-ba, ba-tu-wa. And the company don't leave us heavily. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy, Company B. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, hold on one second. Mr. Soundman, can we make sure that that iPod is not on shuffle? Give us just a second. How's everyone doing today? Well, good to hear. And how about those Andrews sisters, huh? Yeah. Show of hands. Anybody in here got to see the Andrews sisters at a USO show? Anybody? Did anyone get to see Bob Hope at a USO show? Yes, sir. Oh, I see some hands over here.
Good.
Yeah. Did you get to see anybody else? Who else did you get to see? Martha Ray. Well, she's one of my favorites. Colonel Maggie is what they called her. She was actually buried with full military honor at Fort Bragg.
And she was a nurse, and when she wasn't on stage, she was out in the field helping all the soldiers. We're going to get this fixed.
She was also buried with full military honors. Did you know that? She was a wonderful lady. Who else did you guys like to see? My personal favorite, Judy Garland. Who likes Judy? Who doesn't like Judy?
Who doesn't? I know.
Who's your favorite,
That's
Em?
a true question. Well, I'm going to be partial and say Fran Jeffries because that's going to be a little preview for tonight.
Oh yes, absolutely.
But today, it's daylight.
I know.
Goodness. Well, it's so good to see you all today. Yeah.
Who here has had the chance to come to the National World War II Museum in New Orleans?
Wonderful.
Oh, we're so glad to see some
Wonderful.
of your faces here today.
That's great.
And if you haven't had the chance to go, I hope that you do have a chance because it truly is the nation's World War II museum. So it covers everything. And we've just gotten a couple of new exhibits, including one on the home front, which is absolutely beautiful. So I hope that you can make it sometime soon and maybe come see yours truly and my gals in a show at BB's Stage Door Canteen.
Absolutely. We would be there. Absolutely.
All right. Well, you know, those iPods, we didn't have those newfangled gadgets in the 1940s. All right, we are ready to go.
Hello, everyone. Again, we are the Victory Bells, and we are delighted to be performing here at Farmers Branch. I'm Hannah.
I'm Emily.
And I'm Mandy.
Next, we'd like to take you on a sentimental journey and show you just how folks got around in the 1940s. I'm heading for the station with a bag on my back. I'm tired of transportation in the back of a hack. I love to hear the rhythm of a clickety-clack and hear the lonesome whistle, see the smoke from the stack, and all around the Democratic fellas named Mac. So take me right back to the track, Jack. Choo-choo, choo-choo, cha-boogie, woo-woo. Woo-woo, cha-boogie, choo-choo. Choo-choo, cha-boogie, take me right back to the track, Jack. Take me, I'm heading for the station, take me, and I need some transportation, take me, so I've reached my destination, take me right back to the track, Jack. Pardon me, boy, is that the Chattanooga choo-choo? Yes, yes, track 29. Oh, well you could give it a shot. Can you afford to board Chattanooga choo-choo? I got my fare and just a trifle to spare. You leave the Pennsylvania station about a quarter to 4. Read a magazine, then you read about some bar. Dinner in the diner, nothing could be finer than to have your ham and eggs in Carolina. When you hear the whistle blow an 8 to the bar, and you know the Tennessee is not very far. Shovel all the coal in, gonna keep her rolling. Woo-woo, Chattanooga, there you are. Choo-choo, Chattanooga, choo-choo. Chattanooga, choo-choo. Chattanooga, bump, bump. Bump, bump, clang, clang. Clang, 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 clang went the trolley. Ding, ding, ding went the bell. Sing, sing, sing went my heartstrings. From the moment I saw him, I fell. Oh, dear. He tipped his hat and took a seat. He said he hoped he hadn't stepped upon my feet. He asked my name, I held my breath. I couldn't speak because he scared me half to death. He scared me. Buzz, buzz, buzz went the buzzer. Pop, pop, pop went the wheels. Stop, stop went my heartstrings. As he started to leave, I took hold of his sleeve with my hand, and as if it were planned, he stayed on with me, and it was grand just to stand with his hand holding mine to the end of the line. Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and fly right. Cool down, mama, don't you blow your top. Woo! Fly right. I'm flying. Look at me way up high. Suddenly, here am I, I'm flying. If I could fly like birds on high, on a slow boat to China, all to myself alone. A twist in the rudder and a rip in the sail, drifting and dreaming, throw the compass over the rail. Out on the ocean, off all the commotion, melting your heart of stone. I'd love to get you on a slow boat to China, all to myself alone.
Chicks and ducks and geese better scurry, 'cause I'm driving. Let her drive. Chicks and ducks and geese better scurry. Come on, gals, get in.
Beep, beep. Beep, beep.
Choo-choo to Broadway, for Cincinnati, and a jeep that was built for the three of us.
Beep, beep. Honk, honk. Beep, beep. Honk, honk.
This is no taxi cab to Hackensack. We're going up to camp and back. We're ready. I know, sorry, gals. We're three jerks in a jeep. In a jeep that leaps. Now here we come. Beep, beep. We're three jerks in a jeep. We're three whacks in a hack. Three quacks here to send you Jack. Now look here, Max, no cracks, so watch this. We're three whacks in a hack. Here we go. The jeep goes jumping and a bumping along. Gonna knock you right off your seat. Here we come, romping and stomping a song. We'll dig it with a repeat. We're three jerks in a jeep. Three leaps in a jeep that weeps. Now here we come, beep beep. We're three jerks in a jeep. Beep beep, toot toot, yeah. Beep beep, toot toot, yeah. Take me, I made a vacation. Take me, and your favorite vacation. Take me, so I reach my destination. Ooh, thank you for getting us back. Thanks for getting us back. Have you ever danced in the tropics in that hazy, lazy, like kind of crazy, like South American way? Have you ever kissed in the moonlight in that grand and glorious, gay, notorious South American way? A Latin scheme of love is like a dream of love. A Latin stream of love is in their veins. They'll buy a jewel for you or buy a duel for you, drive a mule for you across the plains. There is melody in their music while the gauchos sing it. Come on, let's swing. It's the South American way. Oh, Tico, 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 Tock. This Tico, Tico, he's a cuckoo in my clock. And when he says cuckoo, he means it's time to woo. It's Tico time for all the lovers on the block. I've got a heavy date, a date at 8. So Tico, Tico, tell me, is it getting late? If I'm on time, cuckoo, but if I'm late, ooh, the one my heart has gone to miss, I've gone to wait. For just a birdie and a birdie who goes nowhere. He knows of every lover's lane and how to go there. For in affairs of the heart, my Tico's terribly smart. He tells me gently, sentimentally at the start. Oh, I hear my little Tico, Tico calling, because the time is right and shades of night are falling. I love that not so cuckoo, cuckoo in my clock. Tico, 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 Tock. I've got a date at 8 to celebrate with my friend Tico, Tico, Tock. If you ever go down Trinidad, they make you feel so very glad. Calypso, sing and make a rhyme, guarantee you one real good fine time. Drinking rum and Coca-Cola, go down Point Cumana, both mother and daughter, working for the Yankee dollar. It's a fact, man. It's a fact. In old Trinidad, I also fear the situation is mighty queer, like the Yankee girl, the native swoon, when she heard the bingo croon, drinking rum and Coca-Cola, go down Point Cumana,
both mother and daughter, working for the Yankee dollar. In Spain they say, si, si. In France you'll hear, oui, oui. Every little Dutch girl says, yeah, yeah. Every little Russian says, da, da. But sweetheart, tell me why. No matter how I try, you won't listen to my plea. You won't say yes in any language to me. Oh, when you say si, si, say si, si. Take back your samba, ay, your rumba, ay, your conga, ay, ay, ay. I can't keep moving, ay, my chassis, ay, any longer, ay, ay, ay. Now maybe Latins, ay, in their middles, ay, are built stronger, ay, ay, ay. But all this making with the quaking and the shaking of the bacon leaves me aching. Ole, first you shake around and settle here, then you shake around and settle there, then you shake around and settle here. That's enough, take it back, my spine's out of whack. There's a great big crack in the back of my sacroiliac, sacroiliac. Take back your samba, ay, your rumba, ay, your conga, ay, ay, ay. Bring back the old days, ay, of dancing, I remember, ay, ay, ay. I've got more bucks now, ay, than on a cucumber, ay, ay, ay. Though I like neighborly relations, all these crazy new gyrations try my patience. Ole, South America, take it away. Ole! You've seen him up and down the avenue, and now he's wearing the navy blue. She had a tear in the corner of her eye as he said his last goodbye. Shoo, 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 baby. Shoo, 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 baby. Ba, 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 baby. Da-da-day. Your papa's off to the 7 seas. Don't cry, baby. Don't sigh, baby. Ba, 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 baby. Da-da-day. When I come back, we'll live a life of ease. Seems kind of tough now to say goodbye this way, but Papa's gotta be rough now so that he can be sweet to you another day. Bye, 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 baby. Don't cry, baby. Shoo, 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 baby. Da-da-day. Your Papa's off to the 7 seas. Shoo, baby, do-da-do-day. Shoo, baby, do-da-do-day. Shoo, baby, shoo, shoo. Quiet! I want a little bit of quiet in the house, please. She wants a little bit of quiet in the house. My Papa's on his way to cross the 7 seas, so don't you cry, oh, don't you sigh goodbye. Now shoo, shoo, baby. Shoo, 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 my baby. Shoo, goodbye, baby, don't you cry no more. Your big tall Papa's off to the 7 seas. Seems kind of tough now to say goodbye this way, but Papa's gotta be rough now so that he can be sweet to you another day. Shh, baby. Shh, baby. Shoo, 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 baby, goodbye, goodbye. Your Papa's off to the 7 seas, the 7 seas. Your big tall Papa's off to the 7 seas.
Thank you very much. During the 1940s, thousands of performers entertained our troops around the globe. And many of these performers included Hollywood stars, such as Frances Langford,
Dinah Shore,
Ginger Rogers,
Fred Astaire,
Doris Day, just to name a few. In our next medley, we salute the stars and the music that brought a touch of home to our GIs.
You must remember this. A kiss is just a kiss. A sigh is just a sigh. Oh, the fundamental things apply as time goes by. And when two lovers woo, they still say I love you. On that you can rely. The world will always welcome lovers as time goes by. Oh, my love, my darling, I've hungered for your touch a long, lonely time. As time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? I need your love. I need your love. Godspeed your love to me at last. My love has come along. My lonely days are over, and life is like a song. Ooh, yeah. And you smiled, and what a sweet smile you had. Oh, and then the spell was cast. Give me that cheek. And here we are in heaven, for you are mine at last. Someday, when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of you. And the way you look tonight, oh, so lovely, with your smile so warm and your cheek so soft. There is nothing for me but to love you, just the way you look tonight. Heavens, so many men, so little time. And my heart beats so that I can hardly speak. And I seem to find the happiness I see when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek.
Oh my, she's so right.
Now,
You
who
know,
was that
it's
saw
so
Martha
hard
Ray?
to find a good dance partner.
Who over here saw Martha Ray?
But I think I know.
You saw Martha Ray? Well, would you please
You look
come
like
dance
you'd
with
be a
me?
wonderful
Oh,
dancer,
yes,
sir.
of course you can dance. Come on.
Oh,
What a little, thank you very much. See, you're a swell dancer. Did Martha guitars that teach you everything you know? Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. This is such a pleasure.
Out together, dancing cheek to cheek.
No, give me
Cheek
that
to cheek now, come on.
Beautiful.
Cheek to cheek.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you for your service.
Cheek to cheek.
Look at my handsome fella.
I was dancing with my darling to the Tennessee waltz when an old friend I happened to see. Oh, hi there, Emily.
She's bad news.
I introduced her to my loved one, and while they were dancing, my friend stole my sweetheart from me. It's okay. Come here. Whatever Lola wants.
Lola? I thought her name was Emily.
Lola gets.
Ooh, well, I never.
And little man, little Lola wants you.
And
Come
you,
on.
and you, and you.
My
Oh,
new friend.
sorry.
Make up your mind to have. She is a tart.
She is a tart.
No regrets.
Oh, don't look now.
I have to see it. Recline yourself, resign yourself. You're through. Why I oughta.
My mama done told me when I was in pigtails. My mama done told me that man's gonna sweet talk and give you the big eye. But when the sweet talking's done,
A man is a two-face.
a worrisome thing who'll leave you to see the blues in the night.
Take him home.
All right, big boy.
Before you get any more trouble, handsome fella. Here we go.
It's a terrible cry. My mama was right. There's blues in the night. It's still the same old story. A fight for love and glory. A case of do or die. The world will always welcome lovers as time goes by. The world will always welcome lovers as time goes by.
I was alone on a shelf in a world by myself. Oh, where could my Prince Charming be? But a man came along, made my life like a song, and taught me these words of ecstasy tenderly. I want some hugging and some squeezing and some mugging and some teasing and some stuff like that there. I want some petting and some spooning and some happy honeymooning and some stuff like that there. I used to think that love was just a lot of rubbish, a mess of cabbage, a mess of cabbage. But now my attitude is wholly lovey-dovish. And baby, you done it. I want some kissing and some hoping and some missing and some hoping and some stuff like that there. I want some leaping and some chasing and some weeping and some pacing and some stuff like that there. And when I get a certain feeling, I confess it. There's really only one expression to express it. I want some hugging and some squeezing and some hugging and some teasing and some weeping and some chasing and some weeping and some chasing and some stuff. I want some stuff like that there. I used to think romance was bunk, a double Mickey, all the icky. But all in one some kissing and some hoping and some missing and some hoping and some stuff like that there. I want some leaping and some chasing and some weeping and some pacing and some stuff like that there. And when I get a certain feeling, I confess it. There's really only one expression to express it. I want some hugging, squeezing, mugging, teasing, and some stuff. I want some stuff like that there. Thank you. Beginning in 1949, Bob Hope started a tradition of entertaining troops around the globe for the holidays. In 1959, he always brought along a bevy of beauties, and that included Miss Oklahoma 1959. This beauty queen toured with Bob Hope for a total of 7 years, and this next song was one of her most favorite and popular hits.
See you soon, fellas. Now, Bob Hope traveled to Vietnam one last time in 1972 with Fran Dreffries. She was famous for the Pink Panther, and on that last tour, she sang this song that I'm sure all the troops could relate to.
To go home, I'm tired and I wanna go to bed. I had a little drink about an hour ago, and it's gone right to my head. singing this song. Show me the way to go home. Show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I wanna go to bed. I had a little drink about an hour ago. It's gonna run to my head. Wherever I'm going to roam, on land or sea or foam. Why, you can always hear me singing this song. Show me the way, show me the way, show me. I've got to get home. I really ought to be in bed. Why, I've had one too many about an hour ago. Ooh, what a hit, what a hit, what a hit. I'm in trouble if I stay. I think it's time to call it a day. And that is why I'm gonna cry unless you hear what I'm singing. Show me the way to go home. Show me. Show me. Come on and show me. Show me the way to go home. Oh, thank you, boys. Thank you.
Are you ready, Hannah? Well, gee, I am, man.
This is the GI Jive, man alive. It starts with a bugler blowing reveille over your bed when you arrive. Jack, that's the GI Jive. Rootly toot, jump in your suit, make a salute. Voot! After you wash and dress, more or less, you go get your breakfast in a beautiful little cafe they call the Mess. Jack, when you convalesce, take your seat into the street, make with the beats. Reach! If you're a PBT, your duty is to salute the LIUT. But if you brush the LIUT,
The MP makes you KP on the QT.
this is the GI Jive, man alive. They give you a private tank that features a little device called Fluid Drive. Jack, after you revive, chuck all your junk back in the trunk, fall on your bunk. Woo! Clunk! This is the GI Jive, man alive. They give you a private tank that features a little device called Fluid Drive. Jack, if you're still alive, chuck all your junk back in the trunk, fall on your bunk. Oh, clunk! Soon you count deep spot before you count to 5. You'll be right back taking that GI Jive. up stealing the sergeant's girl. How they'll carry on when Johnny comes marching home. Johnny comes marching home again, hurrah, hurrah. We'll give him a hearty welcome then, hurrah, hurrah. The men will cheer and the boys will shout. I know the ladies will all turn out and we'll all feel gay when Johnny comes marching home. The bugle will blow and let everyone know when Johnny comes marching home again. Johnny comes marching home again, hurrah. Sing and shout, hurrah. You're liable to find him riding in the general's car. They wear a medal for bravery. They wear a smile for the crowd to see how they'll carry on when Johnny comes marching home again. When Johnny comes marching home again, hurrah. Sing and shout, hurrah. The people are gathered together and from near and far. All the ladies' hearts will be in a whirl. He wound up stealing the sergeant's girl. I will carry on. Johnny comes marching home again. When Johnny comes marching home once again, hurrah, tra-la-la-la-la. You're liable to find him riding in the general's car, tra-la-la. They wear a medal for bravery. They wear a smile for the crowd to see how they'll carry on when Johnny comes marching home again.
Boy, it sure is cold here.
Boy, I never thought 1943 would end like this.
Mm-hmm. Who would have thought? I'm stuck here in a hole in the ground between the two of you.
Well, Merry Christmas to you too, Sarge. And believe you me, this isn't exactly my idea of a holiday party either.
Sorry, Private. It's just that I keep thinking about home and all that I'm missing by being away at Christmas.
Oh, I know just what you mean, Sarge. Ah, sleigh rides through the snow, caroling under a starlit night, and racing into the hayloft to get warm and cozy with nothing but the cows and the chickens to share your hot chocolate with. Oh, there just ain't nothing like Christmas on the farm, is there, Sarge?
The farm? Private, I live in New York City.
New York City? Sorry, Sarge.
It's okay. Christmas in the city is the best of all possible worlds. Oh, really? Santa's on every street corner shaking hands. Folks are loaded down with shopping bags. Oh, and all the store windows are dressed up in their holiday best. Why, I can even smell the roasted chestnuts. I'm going home.
Of course you are, Sarge. We're all going home. Sometime.
No, I'm going home. I'm going home right now.
What are you talking about, Sarge? You're in a foxhole thousands of miles away from home. You can't go home right now.
Yes, I can.
Oh, yes, she can.
All right, Mr. Soundman.
I'll be home for Christmas. You can plan on me.
This next song was published in 1779 and has remained a beloved hymn for centuries. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first when we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun. We've known less days to sing God's praise. And when we first begun, was blind, but now I see. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. He hath loosed the fateful lightning of his terrible swift sword. His truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on.
Thank you. Grammy Award-winning country music artist Lee Greenwood has long been a supporter of veterans and active duty military. In 1985, he was awarded Song of the Year for this signature hit.
If tomorrow all the things were gone I worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my family by my side, I'd thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the ones who died and gave that right to me. And I proudly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the ones who died and gave that right to me. And I proudly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. God bless the USA.
I am the flag of the United States of America. I was born on June 14th, 1777 in Philadelphia.
There, the Continental Congress adopted my stars and stripes as the national flag.
Today, 50 stars signal from my union, one for each of the 50 sovereign states, and the greatest constitutional republic the world has ever known.
My colors symbolize the patriotic ideals and spiritual qualities of the citizens of my country.
I embody American freedom. I am as old as my nation.
God, grant that I may spend eternity in my land of the free and the home of the brave, and that I shall ever be known as Old Glory, the flag of the United States of America.
Oh,
Please sing with us.
beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. America,
The National World War II Museum proudly salutes the 5 branches of the United States Armed Forces Please stand or cheer when we sing your service song. The United States Army. In World War I, 4,057,101 soldiers served valiantly on the field of battle. To all the men and women of the Army throughout our history, our salute!
First to fight for the right and to build the nation's might, and the Army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won, and the Army goes rolling along. Then it's hey, hey, the Army's on its way. Round off the cannon, sound and strong. 2, 3, 4, hunt, 2, 3, wherever we go, you will always know that the Army goes rolling along.
The United States Navy. In World War II, 4,183,466 men and women answered the call to protect our country. To every member of the Navy on every battlefront, we salute you.
Anchors away, my boys, anchors away. Farewell to college joys, we sail at break of day. Through our last night on shore, drink to the foam. Until we meet once more, here's wishing you a happy voyage home.
The United States Coast Guard. During the Korean War, 44,143 members of the Coast Guard fought bravely for freedom's preservation. To the many generations of Coast Guard veterans, our gratitude and our salute.
We're always ready for the call. We place our trust in thee. Through surf and storm and howling gale, I shall our purpose be. Semper Paratus is our guide, our fame and glory too. To fight, to save, or fight and die, like Coast Guard, we're all for you.
The United States Marines. In the Vietnam War, 794,000 Marines served their country with valor and honor. To every member of the Marine Corps who served in every conflict, we salute you.
From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, we will fight our country's battles in the air, on land and sea. First to fight for right and freedom, and to keep our honor clean. We are proud to claim the title of United States Marine.
The United States Air Force. During the Persian Gulf War, 50,751 Air Force pilots put their lives on the line for the defense of freedom. To all the men and women of the Air Force who have continuously served their country, our salute.
Off we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. Here they come, zooming to meet our thunder. Atom boys, give her the gun. Down we dive, spouting our flame from under. Off with one hell of a roar. We live in fame, or go down in flame, but nothing can stop the U.S. Air Force. Army, Navy, Coast Guard, Marines, Air Force. This is America.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. It has been our honor to perform for you today on this Veterans Day. However, our performance today would not be complete without the singing of one more song, which we would like to dedicate to the community of Sutherland Springs, Texas.
While the storm clouds gather far across the sea, let us swear allegiance to a land that's free. Let us all be grateful for a land so fair, as we raise our voices in a solemn prayer. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans wide with foam. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet home. Everyone, please sing with us. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans wide with foam. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. It's been our honor and privilege being with you again this year. And God bless from the Victory Bells.
One more time for the Victory Bells. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. In closing, we want to thank the companies, organizations, and personnel that helped make today possible. I'd like these folks to stand as if you are mentioned, and please hold all applause till the end, or just clap when you want to. First, Mayor Robert Dye, the Farmers Branch City Council, and Farmers Branch City Manager Charles Cox. Members of the Senior Advisory Board. Our city's chaplain, Brother Eddie Ketcherson. Farmers Branch Rotary Club President, Chris Goodspeed. Our bugler, Mr. Joel Adair with taps. Down the hall, and you saw him earlier, the Farmers Branch Elementary third grade class. In addition, our sponsors, the Coca-Cola Bottling Company of North Texas, Metro Golf Cars, and our hot dog volunteers and sponsor, the Farmers Branch Rotary Club. Finally, a special thanks to our Veterans Day Celebration Committee who helped create this wonderful event.